In the earlier video, we looked at the definition of subtraction as subtracting a number means adding its opposite. And we took 2 examples. Now let's take a few more examples and see how it works. Let me move that to one side. Let's start with 2 minus 6. If it was 6 minus 2, you know that is 4. And intuitively, we understand that if 6 minus 2 is 4, then 2 minus 6 is likely to be negative 4. Let's follow this definition of subtracting a number means adding its opposite. So I'm going to rewrite 2 minus 6 here. 2 minus 6. And the minus, according to the definition, instead of the minus, you're adding. So the 2 stays as it is. The minus becomes plus because you're adding, and since this is the number that's being subtracted, you're now going to add its opposite. You're going to add negative 6. And how much is 2 plus negative 6? You'll remember we can represent 2 plus negative 6 like this. This is 2 and this is negative 6. And a number and its opposite, when they are added, they equal 0. So these two cancel each other out, these two cancel each other out, and we are left with negative 4. How would you represent 2 minus 6? Well, here is a little bit of a convoluted way of representing 2 minus 6. Imagine that you have 2 bank accounts. In the first bank account, you have $6, and in the second bank account, you have $4. So together you have a net balance of $2 because you have $6 in one account and a negative bank balance in the other account. And what if you took away this money? What if you took away this $6, which is what this means, take away positive 6. If you take this away, you're left with negative 4. Now let's subtract a negative. Let's see, 10 minus negative 3. If we follow our definition, subtracting a number, so negative 3 is being subtracted, it is the same as adding its opposite. So the 10 stays the same because the 10 is not being subtracted. The negative 3 is being subtracted, so the minus becomes plus, and the negative 3, the opposite of negative 3 is 3. So you get 10 plus 3. Wow, that kind of seems odd, that 10 minus negative 3 will give you 10 plus 3. Let me see how I can explain this. So imagine that you have a bank account and you have $13 in your bank account. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then the bank charges you $3. Yeah, for something, because some interest or something. Because they are charging you $3, now there is a negative transaction. You can write that as, oh, you had $13, but now there is a negative transaction of $3. Or here you can represent it as, oh, there is a negative transaction. So now your new bank balance is $10. That's your new bank balance. That's the $10 in this problem. Now the next day the bank tells you, oh, we made a mistake. That $3 charge was a mistake. We should not have charged you $3. We're going to cancel the charge. We're going to take away the charge. We're going to take away the negative 3 transaction. which means what they're telling you is your new bank balance is $10, but they're going to take away the -3. They're going to cancel this charge, and so your balance is back to $13. This is the same as saying, oh, we made a mistake. Now we are giving you back, we are adding back the $3 to your account. So 10 minus -3, taking away a wrong charge, taking away a wrong credit, taking away a negative is the same as giving back your money. Here is one more example. I'm going to leave some space for it, for subtracting a negative. What if I had -7 and I wanted to subtract -4? That one is kind of simple to understand, and most people understand it pretty easily. I have 7 red dots and I take away 4 red dots. So I'm left with these 3 red dots, which is -3. And if we were to follow the definition, we would say, okay, -7 stays the same. I'm subtracting -4, so this minus becomes plus, and the opposite of -4 is +4, and -7 plus +4 is -3.